Hello, Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to show you my preschoolers' homeschool lessons and activities for week 3. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first thing, this is his folder that I've been keeping paperwork that he's been working on. Things that he's completed are over here, and then things that he still needs to complete are over here. Last year I kept binders, and this year I'm trying to just kind of simplify it and do folders. So here I just have a couple of things, a couple of books for him to read this week, and some little worksheets for him to do. This one's from my math curriculum, but then a couple of them here are from Becca. So yeah, and then these are his Learn to Read and Learning math level fluency sheets. And I just pull out a few of them a week. They stay in the binder, and then I just pull them out and throw them, kind of stick them in his folder. And then we just do them as we see fit. Okay, so the first activity here, these are my alphabet sticks. And what I did is I just pulled out the letters that are in his name, and I'm going to have him use them to make his name. So what I'll do is I'll give them to him mixed up, obviously, kind of like this. And then he can just practice making his name over and over. So, just like so. And he knows his name and he knows how to spell it, but it's good practice. The next activity is this missing letter activity center. And it has these strips like this, and then he has to find the missing letter. So if you say the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, he can take his cards, these are the cards, and he can put it in the missing spot. And then also they have pictures here, so we can talk about the sounds. Elephant for E, for fish, for F, and so on. G for game, for G. And then he can just do, we can just keep taking them out, and he can keep doing all sorts of different ones. By the way, I will leave links below where you can get all of these activities off my website, okay? Okay, this next activity we've already done this week because we're midweek now, and this is called my alphabet match activity. This is the ice cream theme one, and so down here it has the capital letters on the cones, and then I've been giving him just 2 cones at a time. It's got all the alphabet letters, but I've been giving him 2 cones at a time, and then I've been mixing up the cards, and then he has to put the 3 scoops on. So for C here, it would be lowercase c, cake, and cat, and then for B here he'd have to match up lowercase b, and ball, just like so. This next activity we've already done this week as well, and he really liked this one. This is my Play-Doh letter match activity center, and basically it comes with these cards, and then you just need some Play-Doh, and you put the Play-Doh on there. And then what they do is you match it up with any kind of alphabet letters that you have. I had him doing it with magnet letters, but also another option is these are letters from alphabet puzzles, and those can work as well. So P for pumpkin. So what they do is they find the letter, and then they stick it in the Play-Doh. And it's just a fun way to match it up and use their hands for dexterity and for fine motor skills and that kind of thing. So P for pumpkin, and then this one would be iguana. So they would find the letter I, and they would stick it up in their Play-Doh, like so. And like I said, you can use magnetic letters, whatever kind of letter manipulatives that you have at home. He used magnetic letters this week, but then I was also thinking if we do this again, I might have him use the puzzle pieces that I have here as well. Okay, the next activity is this alphabet match activity. It's got little doggies, and then they're little food containers. And it's an alphabet matching capital and lowercase, so the dogs all have capital letters, you can see there. And then the food bowls all have the lowercase letters. And so I like to use this one in a pocket chart sometimes. And put the dogs in there, and then he has to find the lowercase letters and go ahead and match them up. Now, what I've been trying to do lately is give him a couple of choices. So if he has 2 here, then give him a couple choices. That way, with process of elimination, he can't just, put them together. He has to look here. Here's B, and then there's still 2 more choices. So he has to look and find A, like so. Okay, and then the other phonics activity, or reading, I should say, activity that I have is these alphabet puzzles. And so here's the G puzzle, and he just has to find the pieces. I'll give him the letter like this, so that's G, and then I'll give him some pieces mixed up. I won't give him all the G's. It'll have a couple that are not G. Then he has to find them, and then he has to match them up. So here's girl, goat, and gorilla. Okay, now here's some math activities. This one, I may have had it in his math box last week, but we just didn't get to it, if I did. And anyway, what he has to do, he has to match up the, count the pepperonis and then match it up. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pepperonis, and then he has to find the number 6 on the card and either cover it up or use clips to clip the answer. These are pom-poms with magnets attached, and he actually did these yesterday and really enjoyed it. Okay, and that pizza counting activity center is from my early learners math curriculum. Okay, this next one is just these puzzles you count. So here's 5 cows, and then he just has to match it up. He actually did these yesterday as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish, and there we go. And then, you know, there's a handful of different ones. Obviously, I would mix them up when he does them. Okay, this next one, these are my play-doh mats, and their numbers. And what they're made to do is you roll out balls of play-doh, and then you put them on there. So you would roll out 1 ball of play-doh, and you would put it on there. Right, Mark? Yeah. And then, like for this one, you'd roll out 2 balls of play-doh, and you'd put it on there. But this week, instead of using play-doh, because he's already done that a bunch, I thought we would use these. And so he would just do like this. So 1, put 1 on the tree. 2, put 2 in the jar. Then obviously 10, he would put 10 on the piggy bank. He'd put 7 in the jar. He'd put 8 in the gumball. He'd put 9 on the 9 dots on the bug, and so on. Okay, next I have these shape puzzles, and here he just has to put them together like that. And once he puts them together, I'm going to have him use these bean bags, and then he's going to throw the bean bag that matches onto the puzzle. So he'll put triangle together like this, and then he'll use the bean bag over here, put it on there, just like that. So I got these bean bags from Oriental Trading a while, like last year or sometime. So I think they still have them, I don't know. And then these obviously are from my website. I'll leave a link below. Okay, the last activity I have, these cars are all from a Melissa and Doug puzzle, and they all have numbers on them, you can see, and that one has number 3. And then I have these toy cars, and what I'm going to have him do is, since this has the number 3, then he's going to count out 3, 1, 2, 3 toy cars. And he'll do the same thing. So this one has the number 2, and he will use his toy cars, and count out 1, 1, 2, just like that. So that's the last activity I have in there. He loves cars, so this activity is perfect for him. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.